Hello everyone. Let's discuss the application of equal area criterion in this session. So for the first case, let us consider that there is a sudden increase in the mechanical input Pm. So considering this fact, let us draw the P delta curve, which is also known as the power angle curve. So initially, we are set to have a value of mechanical input, and suddenly, let us say this value is increased. So the initial value is Pm naught, and now this value is increased a little. So as your value is increased little, initially we have this to be the initial operating point. So the angle corresponding to the first mechanical input, let it be delta naught, and after the increase in the mechanical input, your value of angle is increased correspondingly to a different value delta 1. So we have already seen, considering the fact of accelerating power. So accelerating power PA is equal to PM minus PE when you discuss at point 1. So initially when your rotor angle is delta naught, okay, so your operating points PM takes value PM naught. So after a period of time, when you suddenly increase your mechanical input, your value of PE at that instant, so at point 1, so at point 1, if you see the value of PM naught is equal to PE. But suddenly, if your value of PM is increased to PM1, then that value will be little greater than PE, and hence you will have an accelerating power due to which your rotor accelerates. So as your rotor accelerates, okay, so your rotor angle also increases. And after your stored kinetic energy is depleted, okay, your rotors, so at this point the value of PE, so this corresponds to PE, so this curve corresponds to PE, and the value of PE is greater than PM naught, and hence now your rotor decelerates. So after repeated accelerations and deceleration, finally your rotor will settle with a rotor angle delta 1. And to know if your system is stable or not, let the angle corresponding to this point, let it be delta M. Okay. So considering or applying equal area criteria, we have to compare the accelerating area with the decelerating area. So if the accelerating area and decelerating area are equal, then we say that our system is stable. So the accelerating area is equal to integral. So this green color portion is the accelerating area. So delta varies from delta naught to delta 1 for the accelerating area. And so delta varies from delta naught to delta 1 in the accelerating area. And the curve, the region is between PM1 and this corresponds to PE, right? So PM1 minus PE is the green color shaded portion. Okay, and decelerating area. So if you have to define the decelerating area, and here if you see the delta value ranges from delta 1 to delta m. So delta 1 to delta m, and here the value of PE minus PM. So consider this triangle. So this portion is PE and here you have PM1. So PE minus PM1 into the delta. So if accelerating area is equal to the decelerating area, then we call the system to be stable.